Sorry it took so long. Had to do some things on here. I'll get right with you shortly. What is up? What is up? Get set up right now. Close enough. But yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right. We'll be right into some scary stuff tonight. It's 1:33 in the morning, and that is a bad thing. Whew. I'm gonna turn off my webcam. Got freaking. Hello. Whew. Yeah, sorry for the last stream. If you were there, probably not. Technical issues, the last stream. Let me see. The reason why I'm looking this way, because I'm looking at the chat that way. Yes, I'm using the TV. So anyways, almost done with fixing up the chat at the moment. Let's see. I think I'm almost done getting the stuff up. Mm. Now where is the is that it? No? Or is that it? Nope. This is where I don't know where to find it. Oh wait, I think I found it. Hopefully. No. Okay, why did that show up? TVs. Maybe it is that one. Movies and TVs. Maybe it's that one. Nope. Bear with me. Bear with me. Because I can't find. No, why did I just click on the
Rondo, North Dakota
Oh no, too much, too late. Oh, I found it. It was on the movies and towns. I don't know why it didn't let me go through the thing. So now tonight we reacted to some scary stuff. Make up for the last stream I did today. I just noticed it was a few hours too late. I'm supposed to be streaming this on 9 o'clock or 10, and I was playing the game and I got caught up into anything. So I got the video up. I think I got 4 top 10 scary videos. One of them was a top 5, and 3 of them was top 3. And what was I gonna say? And yes, the original videos is gonna be down in the description down below. And the 2 channels, I'm only watching the videos, 4 videos from 2 channels. Duke top 5 and Most Amazing top 10. Their channels will be linked in the description down below. So anyways, get everything set up right now. So now, what I'm going to do, gonna make a little bit of experience. I'm going to get some popcorn. So I'll be right back at the moment. And then we get right into this. Press the... Thank you. So I'll be right back. And then we get right into this. Press the... Thank you. I'll be right back. I'm back. Got my popcorn with me. Let me turn on my. Got my water bottle with me as well. Do several things. Okay. Oh, and it's far away. Man, it'd be special if I turn off the lights, but it's too late, and it's getting too near the time, and it's not going to be fun. So I got a chat right here, and I'm looking here. So let's begin. And let me turn that. Got my webcam right there. Let me see if I can get that up. Now, does it let me? No. It doesn't. So I have to. Display capture. Oh, alright. First one we got is top 10 scariest randonautica experiences on TikTok. And this is by most amazing top 10. Again, link in the description down below to go to their channel and to the original video. If you see anything weird behind me, let me know. I mean, I can tell the difference, but cool. Without further ado, let's begin. Without wasting any time.
Nautica is huge right now, but honestly I hadn't heard about the app before doing this video, so maybe you guys haven't either. How it works is that the app asks you what you're looking for. Maybe it's a cool picturescape, maybe it's something abstract like something that
I heard of
made me
Randonautica
happier, or you just
before.
put in
That's
that you want
the
an
thing.
answer to an existential question that you have. I don't know. The app then generates a set of coordinates for you to go to, and you'll find what you're looking for when you get there, or so they say. You can either visit an attractor, a void, or an anomaly, and an trackers, the spot the app deems has the highest concentration of quantum dots, whereas avoid is the least.
Watching their
Anomaly is the
videos
strongest pick of those
is
two
most
different
satisfying.
options. What is up, you guys?
I
Hope you're
always
having
feel
an
chill while
awesome
I'm
day.
watching
I'm
them.
your host, Eamon Hassan, and welcome back to another video. Today, I have for you the top 10 scary Randonautica experiences on TikTok. Starting us off at number 10 are human remains. This one blew
Human
my mind.
remains?
Oh my god. So TikTok user Henry went randonauting with his friends, and the coordinates took them to a beach in West Seattle. They didn't mention what intention they put
Oh,
into
I've
the
seen
app,
this.
so I don't know if their intention was to find something horrific, but that is what they found.
It's the most
Near the
popular
rocks
thing
under
where
the bridge, the group found a black
the thing
suitcase.
blow up about Randonautica.
They obviously ventured down there to get closer and eventually opened the
You won't
suitcase
catch
to
me
find a
slipping
huge
using this
garbage
app.
bag inside of it with this god-awful stench coming out of it. They were trying to poke it with a stick, and I mean, your mind goes straight to one thing. It's either expired food or a rotting dead body. There is no in between. The randonauts called the police, and when they came to investigate, they found human remains inside of it. Like, that is so messed up. I can't even wrap my head around it. And the police didn't just find that suitcase, they found a bunch more, meaning the person who was killed was also dismembered.
Open it. It stinks, y'all.
It washed up. It's
Oh. Oh.
Coming in at number 9 is The Lady. This one was shared by TikToker Marlena Sanchez, who
The
said she was
Lady.
playing around the app and decided to go to the location it gave her. Now, I don't know what she set her intention as, but it clearly wasn't anything good because it led her to a school parking lot. That sounds all well and fine, but there was a woman just standing loitering around in the middle of the lot, and she had a knife. It's a knife. Literally, I was like,
A
what
knife.
the hell
It's
is
a
this?
knife.
The woman then starts chasing down the randonauts with her knife, and they make it back to their car just in time and end up escaping. Who is this woman? Why does she have a knife? What is happening? What was your intention?
Look, she literally has a knife in her hand and she was looking right at us. What the heck? Seconds later, we passed by again and she was not there. She disappeared. This app is weird.
At number 8, we have the
That's-
clothes. This one comes from TikTok
Whoa.
user Killer Queen Bites, and she was out
Clothes?
randonauting with a friend, and they had set their intention as seeing something cool, interesting, love, positive. So who would have thought they would have ended up in the place that they did? The couple was led to a very pretty lake, a bit run down, but still quite nice. And that is a positive, interesting thing to see, but then they just started exploring and going deeper into the area for fun. She said the vibe of the whole place felt ominous and off, like they shouldn't have been there. After going down the lake a bit more, they found a really small sweatshirt and sock laying in the water, which was really bloody weird. There was also
It
a
is
rock
bloody
nearby
weird.
the clothes that had either a T or a Y carved into it, depending on which angle you were seeing it from. Maybe it was the starting letter of the person's name. Near that, they found this branchy enclave almost that had a shirt tied to it, and when they took a closer look, they noticed the splatters of blood on it. A sewer opening wasn't far off the area either, so this whole thing just gave me major Pennywise vibes. Like, who did you drag in there and kill?
Yeah, I could say the same thing. Check it behind me.
Filling at number 7 slot is The Call. This one's from TikToker Emily3, who got an anonymous call as soon as she got to the target location from the app. And apparently this has happened to a lot of randonauts, not just Emily. Rumor has it that the call is an invitation to an alternate universe, so if you answer it, you're getting hologram there or zapped there. I don't even know how you're getting there, but you're there. But if you're not ready for that, then don't answer the phone. Simple as.
Gee.
Legend has it that's an invitation to an
Some people believe if you answer an unknown number while randonauting, you'll accept to go to an alternate universe. Excuse me? Excuse me? If that's the case, then will I see my alternate universe self? Nah, B. That's too scary for me. This is not like Dragon Ball Z or anime. I'll give you that for a fact. And you don't catch me slipping doing this app.
alternate universe. And if you're not ready for that, then don't answer.
Now, number 6 is inside the hole. So this one was shared by TikToker Jazzy83, and her coordinates led her deep into this trail in the forest. Now, while she was walking to the destination, she found a deflated balloon that said "Best Mom Ever." Now, I don't know if that was related to what they ended up finding, but I'm pretty sure it was because of the proximity, and because who the hell is having a Mother's Day walk that deep into the woods? It's weird. Now, on the left of them, they found a huge white coffin just in the grass. Like, how the hell has nobody found this coffin before them? Like, that is screwed up. There are also holes on the side of the coffin, and the user literally takes you inside the hole. Thankfully, we don't see anyone moving in there or anything like that, so no one was, you know, coffined alive. But I really didn't need to see inside the coffin, like, unnecessary.
Just leave it alone. Just leave. If it's laying there, just leave it alone. There's no point in investigating it.
Coming in at number 5 is Jamie. This one is trippy if it is real, but the bit they're talking about wasn't actually recorded, so there's no way we'll know for sure. Anyway, this one's from TikTok user Rag Sissy, whose coordinates led them to some abandoned dirt trail. One of the randonauts called Jamie goes out to investigate with the flashlight from her phone, but rushes back before going too far. I would never be the one volunteering to investigate. Oh, hell no. I'm staying in the getaway
She
car.
knows it.
Because even
She
if
knows.
you don't make it back in time, I'm going. Goodbye. Now, the person filming thinks Jamie just got scared, and that's why she came back, and she's like, no, it's because I heard Natalie call out Jamie even when the windows were locked. Turns out nobody in the cast
Have
had
I
her
seen
name, so it's
this?
like, what intention did you put in for the app to lead you somewhere where someone is saying your name who you do not know?
You got scared.
No, because I heard Natalie saying Jamie even when the windows were locked.
No, I didn't say anything.
You didn't say Jamie?
At number 4 is the bin.
I've seen
this
that
one
before.
is utterly screwed up and comes from TikToker KennyV99, whose coordinates led them to an abandoned bin in a field. And I feel like a lot of people ask me what I mean. Like, if I'm at a fast food place or anywhere and I'm like, oh, do you have a bin so I can throw out my gum? And they're like, a what? Sorry? And I'm like, a bin? You know, a garbage bin, a trash can? And they're like, oh, yeah. I'm like, forget it. It's a bin. How do you not know? Either way, the user gets there and there are flies everywhere and it smells horrible. They walk up to the dumpster to find it empty, but dried blood is smeared everywhere, on the sides, on the bottom. It's like, okay, whose murdered body was dumped here and left to rot? And is it not bizarre that the app is meant to take you to all these randomly generated places, but how are they randomly generating so many murder scenes? Something doesn't make sense. Filling at number 3 slot are aliens. I love some extraterrestrial going on. It's always somehow less scary than supernatural. Anyway, this one's from TikTok user Blood Pixie, who set her intention as
She's not
alien.
wrong.
She drove to the location, which was this grassy field, and you guys know that fields are always somehow alien related. And the trees by the field had Christmas baubles decorating them, which was super weird. And there was this wooden post nearby that had a literal yellow sign on it with an alien on it, which read Alien Zing. What is going on there? Is that like the alien, that Area 51? Is that their like holiday house, their summer house? What is that?
Yeah.
Now at number 2 are the men. This one comes from TikTok, it's Adrian C. And I
Man,
don't know
looking
what
at
he
those
set his
pictures is
intention
just
to,
weird.
but let's continue. While following the coordinates, the app took the duo to some shady, forgotten beach 10 minutes behind this hill. There they found a Polaroid of someone's dog, and then Adrian's phone starts glitching out, almost like it was a glitch in the simulation. Something seemed to be interfering with his signal, and it only happened when he got to the coordinates. Then, out of nowhere, 3 men in masks can be seen coming towards them on some speedboat thing, and they're getting closer and closer, and the user starts getting worried
I've
about
seen
whether
that
these men
before.
have guns or not. I don't know what his intention was, but clearly it wasn't anything positive if they're worried about being gunned down. Get the hell out of there.
Hello?
Hello?
And finally, at number 1 are butterflies. This one's from TikTok user Owens Coochie. And he spends the whole day going to different coordinates with his friend. First they manifest red and yellow, and then they set their intention to butterflies. The coordinates brought the randonauts to this trail they'd never seen before, which was weird considering they'd both lived in the area their whole lives. How do you miss something like that? They start going down the trail, but the more they zoomed into the spot on the phone, the further away it seemed to get. They just weren't getting closer to it. They eventually got to this abandoned leafy lake area, and Owen gets a call from an unknown number. Aren't you glad you didn't pick it up, Owen? Yeah, God knows where your ass would be right now if you did. Then they happen on a bunch of animal skeletons and bones, and they realize the ground was covered with patches of fur. Was there some animal massacre here? How does this have anything to do with butterflies? This is not what I was expecting.
So it brought us to these trails, and we've lived in this town for our whole lives, and we had no idea there were trails here.
And that is it for today's video, guys. Randonautica seems quite interesting and fun. I really want to try this, and I think I will. Let me know if you guys have tried it yet or not. It's pretty new, so I don't expect a lot of you have, but let me know if you have or if you want to. As always, I've been your host for this one, Eben Hassan, and I'll catch you next time. Bye.
But
Marlena. This one was shared by TikTok to... Blah, 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 okay. So who'd have thought they would have ended...
oh boy. I think that's the end of the video. Wrong one. There you go. And the original video is down in the description down below.
Top 10 scariest ghost videos of the year. I've been getting many requests for our, quote, scariest clips from all of the top 5 lists. So I figured that this would be the perfect time to feature some of my personal favorites from the last year. And I'll also tell you what I thought was particularly terrifying about each one. And in some cases, a few extras that weren't in the original video. So turn off the lights, go full screen, and let's get to it. Dorm room ghost. A student at Texas A&M University claims that his dorm room was so intensely haunted that he had no choice other than to just move out.
That bad just flew. Oh boy. Ah, freaking.
Now, whether you believe this video is real or simply an elaborate hoax, I've yet to hear a plausible explanation for how that flying mattress effect could be achieved. So the video definitely deserves its spot in the top 10. Playhouse Ghost. Bill Koch usually investigates haunted places along with his group, the Wisconsin Paranormal Society. But on this investigation of the Alchemist Theater in Bayview, Wisconsin, Bill decides to go it alone to investigate the allegedly very haunted playhouse.
This is the theater. I got a camera set up in this corner here. And I'm just gonna sit. We got a furnace running so there's sound, but I'm just gonna sit and listen. And just let the camera roll. And I don't know. Let's see what happens.
Man, you're probably so daggone brave to sit in that room.
Been sitting here for a while.
Oh sh!
What the hell? Something just moved. Something just moved behind me. Jeez.
Bro, that's
Something just moved
crazy.
behind me. Jeez. Okay. Let's see. Have a look here. Holy crap! I don't know if that seat was down.
Joel catches a theater chair that seems to unfold all on its own. He's slightly disturbed by the occurrence, but it's nothing compared to what he finds in the hallways of the theater's creepy basement.
Okay, it's 1:15. I haven't heard anything yet.
Oh shoot, I got to move
I
that.
haven't even gone back yet to check on this prop that's there. I keep hearing things walking around, but that's probably tenants upstairs. So, it sounds like there's no stairs, but there might be people up there. All right. It's 1:25. Still haven't heard anything besides random creaking. Hello? Anybody in here? Besides the people upstairs. Okay. Well, I'm gonna look, see if this prop is still back here again. And we'll take a look.
Nah, go out here. Nah.
Come on! See if this prop is still back here again. And we'll take a look. Come on! That's not cool.
Why is that no sign unlocked
The
though?
door open? No, the door was open. That door was closing. If anybody's in there messing with me, I'm gonna kick your ass. Oh,
That's the most creepiest prop I ever seen.
hello?
Like seriously.
Okay, I don't see anything in here. Hello? Hey.
That door was kicked.
Out,
When he came back, he didn't even know that. But yeah. Time to go.
Cameras. Out.
Understandably, Phil Koch didn't do many ghost investigations after this video. But in my opinion, this is still one of the creepiest and perhaps the funniest ghost clip we featured this year. The House of Khalil. I featured Jordanian explorer Ihab Kasmia in another video, and for good reason. He has some of the creepiest ghost hunting videos online. In this video, he is investigating a place he calls the House of Khalil. As the story goes, a man named Khalil went insane and did away with his entire family in this house before ending his own life. It is said that Khalil's spirit still haunts the home. As he explores, Ahab begins to hear strange noises. And then this.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم أعوذ بكلمات الله التامات من شر ما خلق يا كل شيء
Ahab sees something that looks like a person peering through the window, but when he runs inside to check, nothing. But the creepy occurrences don't stop there.
طبعا بهاي المواقف بتكون الشغلة يا قاتل يا مقتول طبعا أعوذ بك يا قاتل يا مقتول أعوذ بكلمات الله التامات بسم الله بسم الله بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم أعوذ بكلمات الله بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم.
Oh boy.
Hab doesn't even seem to notice some of the bizarre events that he catches on camera. At one point, it actually looks like a face is peering at him through a nearby window.
Wait, what?
تعال. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم.
Hab decides to leave and investigate another abandoned house that is directly upstairs from the first one. But he feels like the ghost or jinn of Khalil might have followed him. As he investigates the house, he begins to feel like he can see something lurking behind him in the mirrors.
صابني وجع الراس صابني وجع الراس كبير.
Man, just leave.
هيا خلينا نحكي شوي مع الجن.
Well, I think.
بسم الله بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. أعوذ بكلمات الله التامات. أعوذ بكلمات الله التامات. أعوذ بكلمات الله التامات. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم.
And after that chilling experience, Hab decides to just make a quick exit.
I didn't even see that.
Since Hab's video was featured, his channel has gained over 4 times the subscribers he had originally. And he's now at 220,000 subscribers.
Wow.
I've seen many supposed supernatural channels trying to fake or imitate his ghost in the mirror video, but none match up to the downright chilling original. Unwelcome guests.
I think I may have to put it down to 3 videos. Is because one thing, it's 2:14. And I'm going to end off at 3. Feeling late.
Next clip was sent in to me by John Plymell. He says that he and his friend Alan were checking out an abandoned farmhouse near his grandmother's home in upstate New York. As you can see, the house is isolated. It sits in the middle of nowhere on a barely traveled back road. The outside looks like something right out of a horror movie. And the
I may have to
inside
edit
is
some
no
stuff
better.
out of
The
this
house
live
is a
stream.
death trap, full of rot and mold. The upstairs floor is so rotten the two are afraid to even try to venture up the stairs. And the basement is piled with garbage.
Yo, I guess that's the...
That's the basement?
Yeah, that's disgusting.
What
it's just
the
piled
hell?
with trash.
But then, they hear something upstairs.
Hmm?
You're hearing that, right? Like random footsteps?
Floor. If somebody was up there, they would fall through.
Bro, I'm getting cold.
You can see
Yo.
that I'm going through the back.
Oh boy.
Bro!
Yeah, yes. Sorry for eating this popcorn so loudly.
Now, it's interesting to note that one of the boys mentions that the floor is so rotten that if someone were upstairs, they would fall right through. Because when I was watching the video, I noticed this.
They would fall through.
Oh shoot. Is that eyes?
Through one of the narrow, rotten holes in the floor, it almost looks like someone is staring down at them from above.
Oh bruh.
Or maybe it's just an optical illusion. Either
It
way,
probably is,
the
but
boys did not return to investigate further.
Bro!
yes, Perry and Flowey. Better get the hell out.
That John didn't see this strange eye looking at them at the time, or even when he watched his own video back later.
You're not catching me doing these.
Especially unnerving. Hider in the house. A man is hired to remodel an empty house for resale. But as he works, he begins to hear strange noises coming from somewhere inside. He suspects that a squatter might have taken up residence in the empty home.
Doing this cabinet crown, and I think there's a squatter in this house. I think it's in here. Hello? Hello?
Oh, you turn off the light.
Hello? Anybody here? Hello?
Like, bruh. Like, bruh. Nothing scary happened yet.
Hello?
Oh my goodness.
The heck is that?
Hello?
Oh, yep, nope. Got it.
Who is it?
Got it. Yo, he dropped that. He dropped that. Bro, who's moving that camera though?
Eventually, the man works up the courage to come back and retrieve his dropped phone. The
Oh, that's his
carpenter
phone.
says that he will never go back inside the house again. He claims, quote, "There is something evil in that home." Whether there's something evil in the house or not, the suspense in this video keeps you on the edge of your seat right till the end. So that's why it earns a spot in the top 10 scariest ghost videos of the year. A Place of Nightmares.
Just wow.
Over a 6-month period, Colombian Twitter user Don Paramo recounted a very chilling story which took place in his new apartment. Paramo's spooky Twitter tale starts when he moves into a new apartment with his cat Octavio.
That's cute.
Octavio, salude. Hola.
He was amazed that he had been able to find such a spacious, fully furnished apartment with a private balcony for
Did he
such a
not
low price.
call the cops in that
Things soon
video?
took a turn toward the bizarre.
It didn't say he called the cops.
His cat Octavio, who is
probably
usually
didn't.
very friendly and gentle, becomes withdrawn and aggressive. Paramo finds
That's a
objects
weird-
move from
that's
one place
weird.
to another and starts to hear strange sounds at night.
A cat goes aggressive?
Especially in his bedroom.
Me había olvidado contarles lo de la cama. Resulta que me mudé acá y pues, como les dije, habían los muebles.
I told you I
Estaba
have
esta
heard
una cama
from
de cedro y
2 times so
resulta
far. I woke up
que
because I heard
dos
something
veces me he
snore
despertado
really loud next
porque
to me.
escucho que alguien ronca durísimo a mi
The
lado.
ghost
Y
Looks
pues
like a
cuando me
ghost
despierto,
is.
pues obviamente nadie puede estar roncando porque vivo solo. Pero los ronquidos se
A ghost
escuchan
is sleeping
durísimo.
by you,
Don
fam.
Paramo even says that sometimes he wakes up feeling as if someone has nudged or touched him in his sleep. He talks to a neighbor and learns that a mentally disturbed man named Tito passed away in his apartment. He died in the very same bed that Don Paramo has been sleeping in.
Bruh.
The man's body wasn't found by the landlord until weeks after his death. By this time, on his Twitter account, Don Paramo has built up a large following. After many audience requests, he decides to do a live Periscope stream from his apartment. What happens on the live stream shocks everyone viewing to their core. First, everything is going fine. Don Paramo gives a casual live tour of his home. But 3 minutes into the stream, things take a turn towards the horrific.
Y más cosas. Y lo otro que encontré nuevo fue como un hueco que hay en la parte de afuera. Por la parte de la terraza hay una especie de hueco que no sé a dónde va y se los voy a mostrar.
Did you see it?
Wait, what?
Watch again.
Oh, whoa! What is that?
As Don Paramo passes by his bedroom, someone or something seems to be lying in his bed. Something dark and terrifying.
That's not normal.
Paramo doesn't even notice and continues his house
That is
tour.
not normal.
Later, when he returns to the bedroom,
Let me
the bed
guess.
is empty and there is no evidence that anything was ever there.
No, acá no hay nada. Pues Octavio estaba aquí, pero se salió nada más. Yo salí. Bueno.
Don Paramo's story about the strange feeling that someone was sleeping next to him, and then this dark shape in his bed, makes for one of the creepiest stories and one of the strangest live feeds I've ever seen. The Ghosts of Carmel, Maine. The YouTube channel Ghosts of Carmel, Maine is always a viewer favorite here on the channel, but this particular video really seemed to put a fright into many viewers, ranking it as one of the year's scariest.
Wow.
Okay, there he is in the window again.
Jesus. That's not normal.
Went under the bed.
And he's not jumped by that? So it was like a shadowy figure was in like a window and it fell down and went under the bed, it seems.
Alright, I'm out of here.
Now, if you're wondering why Kent's reaction is so casual in a situation that would absolutely horrify most of us, well, he says he's had hundreds of these bizarre encounters while living in his haunted home.
Hope you guys say something or do something.
Oh
No! Oh.
To see all of Kent's ghost investigations, check out his channel, Ghosts of Carmel, Maine. The Cage.
Wait. Casual. He had this 100 times already. It's already casual. Why have you not leaved yet? Like, if I would have saw that, I would have just leave. I would leave right away if I saw that. Yes. How you would? No. No.
In the small town of St. Osoph in Essex, UK, there's a very old abandoned prison
You ain't
called
catching
the
me
Cage.
like seeing that
Prison
and
is
then
unique in
casually
that for
just leave it
over
alone.
400 years, it served as a jail to confine and execute women convicted of witchcraft. Paranormal researcher Brian Mack and his crew went to the site to perform an investigation into the supposed supernatural activity in the prison. While there, the crew said that they heard strange footsteps and whispers, lights turned on and off by themselves, and members of the crew were bitten or pinched by something that they couldn't see. The experience was so frightening that some crew members actually refused to continue with the investigation. But the creepiest and most bizarre experience of all came when Brian Mack's team attempted to perform a seance while Brian observed from the other room.
Face has completely changed. Doesn't even look like a
Whoa,
person.
that's...
Right, Debbie, you need to come down here for a minute, please.
Weird, man. My eyes were black.
As the seance begins, one of the women's face seems to transform and contort in a horrifying way. Her nose seems to grow and her mouth curves into a bizarre, inhuman grin.
Face has completely changed. Doesn't even look like a person.
Right, Debbie, you need to come down here for a minute, please.
Weird.
I think she got possessed.
My eyes were black.
The researchers become worried and call the woman out of the room. It was later found that even though the woman had been wearing several layers of thick clothing, she had a bizarre burn mark down the back of her neck. After the investigation, the woman says that she had horrible nightmares and experienced strange things around her home. As for why this video was included in the scariest videos list, well, this face. And I think that's all the explanation needed.
I think she got possessed.
When horror becomes horror.
She got
This
possessed.
next clip was sent in to me by Andrew Barahona, a filmmaker for Board Film Studios. Andrew was filming a scene for a horror movie in the historic and allegedly very haunted Doña Ana County Courthouse in New Mexico. In the scene they are filming, the actress Chelsea is meant to be acting overcome with fear, because in the movie scene a killer is supposed to be stalking her through the building's hallways. But acting frightened soon turns into very real terror.
Wait, turn the light back on.
The filmmaker and the actress are the only ones on the third floor of the courthouse, but suddenly a startling and very real door slam can be heard from somewhere nearby. Then both of them hear some very odd whispering that sounds like it's right in the room with them.
Wait, turn the light back on.
Oh, bruh.
And so at the time, I had the camera in my hand, and I almost reacted immediately when I heard it. It was like it was next to me. And so she said she saw something behind me, and we just booked it.
Wait, turn the light back on.
Now, of course, since this clip came from a professional
Bruh.
filmmaker,
Acting
I was especially skeptical.
takes...
But I think the footage, along with their very believable reactions, speaks for itself.
You can say...
Terrifying tour.
Sometimes
This
it just
next video
gone
is
wrong
especially
with
unique
acting
because it
into
doesn't involve your
certain
typical
stuff. That's
group
why
of
we have
ghost
green
hunters.
screens.
This video was taken by Adelaide's
editing.
Haunted Horizons Ghost Tours. This tour group is exploring the supposedly haunted Talam Town Church in South Australia. The people that you see in this video are all random tour participants, not paranormal researchers. They have no reason to fake their reactions.
Okay.
So, first the tour group's camera and light batteries begin to drain mysteriously. Then very strange things begin to happen to the tour participants.
Oh, whoa. He just let down his chair. It felt like something sat on the chair and it vibrated, and then it felt like something went like that.
Okay.
So that was that night. Then, as I said, it noted in my head.
Oh my god. What?
Is that you?
He's over there! What is it?
Like something, seriously?
What?
That just felt like something just touched fire and all that.
Aaron hasn't moved from his spot. He can't reach from it. He's kind of creepy back there. He looks hell weird.
Are you alright?
I'm good. No, but you're not reacting or anything. She's petrified and you're not even. You're just chilling.
If you don't feel right, if you get irritable, if you get angry, if you get anxious.
Whoa, what did happen?
What? He's staring at us. Wait, what's wrong? Wait.
Are you wrong?
He's crying. No, what is it? No, tell us.
Just before you even started.
Yeah. You.
And if you think maybe that guy was just a bit unstable or perhaps having a bad day, well, he's not the only tour member who has a very frightening experience.
Just stop
Bruh.
completely.
Kidding.
Because it would
I
spoil
don't
the
have the
game.
guts to explore buildings like that alone. Like that alone, you would have to get like 4 pair of balls to like do something alone. See,
Well, we can
like
either
sheesh.
stop going, or we can.
But going with a friend is something.
Is this what you've come for?
Yeah, it's what we signed up for.
This is quite an active time.
Later in the video, in another area of the church, a tour member says he feels like he's been hit hard in the shoulder by some unseen force. Unfortunately, the camera only catches the audio of the event.
What? That's my shoulder. What? Like here. Oh, jeez. Okay. It was not like you last time. I'm good. No, that like shoved me forward. Did it? Yeah.
I heard the knock behind you.
He has a scratch on him.
Where's the still camera gone?
I don't know. It should be up the front. Where is the scratch?
On my shoulder. See this here?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Look how well it shows up on this.
Oh,
Show Ryan that photo.
Yeah, that's going to be better than.
Ooh.
I'll just hold it down for a second.
Look at that, Ryan. Oh. Are you sort of freaked out by that? Because I'm
Yo,
like,
imagine getting scratched
In
by
the end,
something
no worries.
random
All of the ghost
that,
tour participants
like, you
made
felt
it out
something
okay.
scratch you like that. That's
Now, none of these people were
now
so-called
you know
professional ghost hunters. They were
that-
simply tourists, so they had nothing to gain from acting
now
scared.
you know that is
Making this
just
video one of the most believable pieces
Nah.
of paranormal evidence I've ever seen, and earning it a top spot. So that's the top 10 scariest videos of the year.
Man.
As always, I'm certainly not trying to convince you that any of the clips are real. So it's up to you. Are these real ghosts caught on camera? Or is each and every one of them just an elaborate hoax?
some of them look
You
hoax.
decide. I'll see you next year with even
See
more
how it
brand new
looks?
creepy ghost videos. In
But
the meantime, if you see something that would be
It's
perfect
how
for the top
you
5, or if
set
you
up,
captured
like, get
something
into a
yourself,
situation
email me at
that's like, oh,
nukestop5@gmail.com.
this probably a hoax.
And follow me on
Or,
Twitter at nukestop5.
something like
and
that.
Happy New Year, everyone.
And that's the end of that video. So let's get right to the next video. So next one is again by top 10, the most amazing top 10. Leave a link in the description down below, and the original video. And this one is called Top 10 Scary Real Life Curses. Yeah.
This is why you should never steal anything
Oh,
from
wait.
a museum
Shoot.
because you have no idea.
Shoot, stop. There, got the wrong one. Alright. 3, 2, 1, go.
This is why you should never steal anything from a museum because you have no idea what's going to come along with it. If you want to steal something, you should steal something new, like an iPad or data. But sometimes you don't even have to take something to have a horrible curse thrown onto your body. For today's list,
Nobody doesn't want no curse in their body.
Some of the worst witchcraft that could be attached to your person. Hello, Most Amazing Top 10 family. I'm your host, Shade Arena, and welcome back to Most Amazing Top 10. I have scoured the internet to let all of you at home know what you should be on the lookout for with today's list of top 10 scary real life curses. For any of you at home who are looking for more Most Amazing Top 10 content, you should head over to our Instagram and Facebook pages because we have a ton of stuff over there for you guys. And stick around until the end of this video because I'm going to be doing some more pet shoutouts, which you guys love so much. Remember, if you want me to shout out your pet, you can hit me up on Instagram. And without taking any longer, let's get into this list. Coming in at number 10, we have the My Way curse. Are you a big
The My
karaoke
Way
fan? Do you love to
curse.
jam out to Frank Sinatra? Well, you might want to avoid My Way as your next pick because it might not end that well for you. For this curse, we're going to have to head over to the Philippines. The curse is pretty straightforward, but still extremely bizarre. It seems that there is a considerably high amount of people who have been killed while singing the song My Way during karaoke. Wait, what? How could someone get killed by a song? Well, it's not so much
Yeah.
that people are singing the song and then they drop dead like the 7th day after you've watched The Ring on VHS. No, these killings can be as serious as shooting. Someone in the Philippines was once shot while singing My Way, and the person who was guilty for committing this horrible act said they did this because they didn't like the way the person was singing the song. That's a little bit of a harsh reaction if you ask me. I would probably
That is
just put in
harsh.
some headphones or something. There have been over a dozen people who have been linked to deaths that involve the singing of My Way. This is so weird. Coming in at number 9, we have Anna Baker's wedding dress.
That's
I'm
just
telling you,
weird.
it is impossible
Okay.
to do a list of curses, ghosts, or haunted buildings without throwing in a lady who had her wedding screwed up. And let me tell you, Anna Baker is no different. Anna Baker was dying to get married. She had everything ready to go. She had bought the dress. She had the venue picked out. And least important, she had the dude she wanted to marry. But right when her wedding date was coming up, her dad kiboshed the whole thing. So Anna, now depressed, had to walk away from her love and pack up her dress and never ended up getting married. The Baker house in Pennsylvania, where the family used to live, is now a museum, and many people will come to experience the curse of Anna Baker. It's said that her angry ghost still walks the halls, and sometimes it will rattle the glass case where her wedding dress is being held. Coming in at number 8, we have the curse of King
Interesting.
Tut's tomb. I mean, you break into a place that's not yours. You read something on the wall that says, beware, if you dig this dude up, you're gonna die, and then a bunch of you go in anyway, and then a
King
bunch of you
Tut's
die.
tomb.
What do you
Have I
think
seen
was
this?
gonna happen? You can't be that rude and have no consequences. If you don't know, in the early
No, I
1920s,
haven't seen
some
it.
archaeologists found the tomb of King Tutankhamun, and even though there were several warnings
Her
around the tomb saying
Egyptian.
death will come swiftly to any of those who decide to enter, they decided to enter anyways.
I think I heard of
disturbing
King
this peaceful dude. And guess
King
what happened?
Tut.
Over the course of 6 years, 11 people who went to the tomb or people who were attending the dig died all prematurely. So the moral of this story is, if it's not yours, don't touch it. Coming in at number 7, we have
True.
Timur's Curse, another dude who was buried and left a note that he didn't want to be dug up, or he will bring a lot of problems. That's what I'm going to put on my tomb. That way, no one will ever mess with my remains, or I'll just get cremated and I'll have someone dump my ashes into the place where they keep all the powder for the Kraft mac and cheese, because I think that would be really funny. But my boy Timur was one of the most ruthless conquerors of all time. He killed millions of people, and on his tomb it said, don't open it or you will bring the wrath of someone worse than me. I'm paraphrasing. So Joseph Stalin thought it would be a good idea to dig this dude up, and then guess what happened? Hitler invaded Russia. Maybe you shouldn't go messing around with curses in the middle of the biggest war the world has ever seen. That's just a suggestion, but I think it's a pretty good one. Coming in number 6, we have the Bjorktorp runestones. You have some old runestones with a warning on them, and it says anyone who tries to damage or steal these runestones will be doomed or have some horrible things happen to them. It's like, dude, just listen to the warning. What do you even want a chunk of a runestone for? Just get a normal rock that doesn't have a curse on it. Well, the legend about the runestone is that the curse has been put on them by a powerful druid to protect them. Well, a bunch of people would think that's hogwash, but one dude apparently went to chip off a piece of the runestones. He was probably just doing this to prove a point, and he chose to do this by burning it with a blowtorch. It was extremely cold out, and he figured that the heat would cause the runestone to crack. Well, guess what happened? The wind changed direction, and then he lit himself on fire. Now, that sounds like a freak accident, and it probably was, but you can guarantee that I won't be lighting up any runestones anytime soon. Coming in at number 5, we have the 27 Club. If you're a world-famous musician and you have a habit for taking a bunch of drugs, you might want to take it easy on your 27th year on this planet. The 27 Club is very strange. It would seem that there is a large amount of world-famous musicians who have kicked the bucket before they hit age 28. Just to put in perspective how many legends are members of the 27 Club, we have Kurt Cobain, Amy Winehouse, Janis Joplin, Jim Morrison, Jimi Hendrix. There's also Alan Wilson and Brian Jones, but some of you out there might not remember them. I mean, there are way more musicians who have made it past the age 27 than
a little
haven't,
bit,
but it's still
just knowing his name.
Mysterious. I think many musicians give a sigh of relief when they hit age 28. Either they think, thank God I made it there, or they think I was never famous enough for anyone to care if I died anyways. Coming in at number 4, we have Little Bastard, the 550 Porsche Spider that James Dean drove and had one of the most famous curses of all time. This car was nicknamed Little Bastard, and maybe if you're trusting a piece of machinery to get you everywhere, you should give it a nicer name, because the car eventually was the reason that James Dean died. Well, maybe it was his driving, but nevertheless, Mr. Dean died in a car accident while driving this car. After the car crash, the car was taken to a mechanic, and while rigged up, the car fell on the mechanic's leg and shattered it. There were pieces salvaged from the car and put into other cars, and several of those cars ended up in accidents where people either died or were seriously injured. and there was even a crew of people who broke into the yard where the car was being held, and one of them died when the body of the car fell on them, crushing them to death. So yeah, just leave this car alone. Coming in at number 3, we have the Gillette curse. Don't get their razors or you're gonna get a really bad razor burn. No, don't worry, this curse won't affect you unless you're a famous athlete. Well, thank God. Those guys are behind me. Gillette has a history of using famous athletes for part of their branding deals. That's just a pretty common thing. But it would seem that many of the athletes that sign a sponsorship deal with the company soon see their careers go into the toilet. Perfect example was Tiger Woods. Not long after the world-class golfer was the face of the shaving brand, he suffered a major knee injury. Then, due to this knee injury, he started to perform terribly at events and was even criticized for his bad attitude. I mean, give the guy a break. He was once the best in the world and now a crummy knee is making him lose. But wait, there's more. While the face of Gillette, there was also the major leak of Tiger Woods' affairs, which might have racked up to 120 women. At least he was still hitting holes in one somewhere. Hi-yo! Coming in at number 2, we have Venus in the Mirror. You think a painting that is supposed to represent beauty would be treasured, but no one wants this thing. Venus in the Mirror will take down anyone who is dumb enough to hang this thing in their home. Legend says that every owner of this painting has either had a horrible disease take their life or someone has come in and murdered them. There's even an added layer to this curse that says someone once tried to destroy the painting by cutting it with a knife, but the blade couldn't pierce the canvas. That's so creepy. And for our number 1 spot, we have Rasputin's curse. If you ever want a lesson in manipulation, lying, and lovemaking, then check this guy's backstory, but here's just a taste. Rasputin was born in 1869, and throughout his life, he started picking up the reputation for being a powerful clairvoyant. He was really just a con man, but very good at what he did. He was able to work his way into the Russian royal family, the Romanovs. He did this first by speaking to their youngest son, Alexis, who he would tell stories of spirituality, which would capture the young boy's mind. But he soon worked his way over to the women. He used his powers of manipulation to woo and seduce many of the women of the royal family, and I bet you can understand that the dudes in the house didn't dig this very much. So they decided that they would kill Rasputin. But Rasputin was sturdy. It took poison, gunshots, and drowning to send this dude to an early grave, and with his final breath, he mumbled that all of the Romanovs would be dead within a year. Well, a raid of the monarchy and slaughtering of all the figureheads would prove this curse right, so maybe he did have mystical powers after all. Alright everyone, that is all we have for the list, and as promised, I'm going to be doing some more pet shoutouts. Remember, if you want me to shout out your pet, you can hit me up on Instagram. I pick new pets every day, so if you don't get picked one day, you can message back another day. If it takes me a little while to get back to you, I am very sorry. I have a lot of these to do, and without taking any longer, let's get into this list. First up, we have Boo Boo, who is chilling super hard. This cat looks so
this is
relaxed.
about
After that, we have Joe.
Okay. I think I might end it off. It's 2:44 and it's getting late. I could have done more if it was at around 9. But yeah. Just looking at something now. Sorry, Anyways, sorry, I had to look up for my phone real quick. And my stomach hurt. Jeez. Don't worry, in the beginning of the video, I just had this stomach hurt. But yeah, anyways, I got a fourth video. I'm probably gonna save it for another, for original. I mean, save it for making a video for it. Double upload on Thursday, I think. Because there's a video I'm going to make is on Wednesday. Yeah. And this video is probably going to... So anyways, I'm probably going to end the stream. If y'all here now, I hope you enjoyed the stream. I guess I'll see y'all next time. Peace.